All right, and then we're gonna put mics up, which is good. I just gotta make some minor adjustments here because the cameras kind of swapped around. No big deal. Just do a little skaboop. Do a little skaboop. That's the cool part about streaming Dungeons and Dragons from home, is that I can make minor adjustments on the fly with little to no problems. And then for everyone else watching, hello, welcome to another episode of the Couch Cooperative. I am your Dungeon Master. We are continuing through our fifth. Oh, there's a cat on the screen. Hello, cat.
Hey guys.
We get distracted by Kitty. We are continuing our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons adventure, The Princes of the Apocalypse. I would show you the cover of my book, but it happens to be on the table behind me. So we'll get to that in a moment. We have no major announcements that I can think of.
No,
I don't think we have any. Yeah, I don't think we have any major announcements. So we should be good to just jump right in. So, last we left off, our party, our heroes, had cleaned up the, not necessarily the mess they made, but they cleaned up the very victorious combat that had ensued at the top of the hill where the Scarlet Moon Hall was located. You had captured Elazar Flydragon, obtained the third piece of your magical key, and had said your goodbyes to the druids that were kind of assisting you in the matter before heading back to the Riverguard Keep. Now, upon arriving at the Riverguard Keep, you had been met by one of the Mirror Bar delegation's kind of like scouts who are trying to help out with just keeping an eye on the keep while you guys are gone, who told you that there was a group of knights that had made their way to the keep and that they were waiting. They were waiting for one of you. More specifically, they were waiting for Painbearer Oslet. Upon arrival to the keep and walking into the little courtyard area, you had learned that one individual who Oslet actually seemed to have known, alongside two of his companions, were there from the Ilmatari, which is the name of like the larger fellowship church of Ilmater. You had understood that Paladin Ugtar, who is a half-orc paladin alongside his companions Kualu and Kayanala, had been they had been granted approval by the Arch-Sufferer, so some religious head that's above in the Ilmatari, the ability to restart what is known as the Companions of Noble Heart, which is a paladin order that had been for several decades, had been not active. And so they'd been given grant to kind of restart it. So they arrived and let you know that the Ilmatari, the Order of the Gauntlet, really has a good idea of kind of what's happening in the area, and they wanted to pledge their support to you in hopes of bringing the Knights of the Feathergale Spire to justice, so that you guys could put to rest the last of these four known cultic areas in the region, hopefully obtain the last of your keys, and move closer and closer to uncovering this location that has been known as the Eye. You don't know the location of some of the other members of the Mirror delegation, so that's also kind of on your list, but that was kind of the last that we had left off. So, without further ado, that was a lot of words. You wake up. It is a cool morning. It is crisp, a nice breeze, a gentle stream of river from the Riverguard river that's right by the keep. Birds chirp in the distance, and you all begin to wake up one by one after gaining the benefits of your long rest and gathering your things. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before heading out to Feathergale Spire?
I would. There's one thing I'd like to do.
Sure.
I think last session I was reading up about that prayer that the worshippers of Ilmater do, kind of if they know they might be doing something that might go directly against the practices. So like I feel like they're like there was an example. Fuck. If you give me a second, I'll fucking figure out what it's called. But I think it was this specific worship where it was like it would kind of cleanse them of all sin, as long as they do this worship before they go and do something like the comparison was like rather than going to uh we directly confront like a group and say like you've done this, like why doesn't this change, like
Right.
going infiltrate them. And I don't know what we're going to do exactly, but I'd just like to do this just in case I have to do something that might be.
Yeah, you and the rest of the Ilmatari, your brothers and sisters in arms, kind of gather out in the temple area, and move some of the more blasphemous iconography that's in here that is to this howling hatred, or not this, sorry, the crushing wave. So all Hydra. Um, you are able to find just like an area to pray over today, asking the suffering God to grant you peace, clarity, to guard your hearts against any temptations, to guard your hearts against any wrongdoings and evil, and for that of your companions as well. We'll say that probably takes maybe about the first 10 or so minutes of the morning. So while everyone is still gathering their things and getting ready, you guys are quickly just in prayer. Um, and it is the four of you together. So the other two companions with Uktar are not going to abandon you guys in prayer. They'll pray with you.
It's called a plea of rest, is
A
what it's
plea
called.
of rest. Perfect. So you give
Yeah.
your plea of rest, pleading with the god of the broken rack, and then gathering your things and heading out into the courtyard. I'll say about this point, you all gather as companions, um, seeing each other in the morning, knowing that you are about to head to the Feathergale Spire. What would you guys like to do?
Can I kind of gather the party? Are we all together before
Yeah,
we head out fully?
you guys are all kind of walking out towards each other. It's a little quiet, a little. Everyone's kind of knows that what you guys are about to head into potentially a pretty decent fight, or at least prepared to do so if things turn sour. Um, so yeah, you can gather everyone.
I'm gonna kind of face uh my party and hope they kind of all I get all of their attention and well, are we all ready for this?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be for it, but don't worry, I got y'all's back.
Kualu steps forth and kind of looks at everyone. In my hometown of Chot, there is a saying: if the heart of Uptayo is in the sky, no warrior today will die.
What is the heart of Ochayo? Oh,
Uptayo is
Uchai.
the rock formation back in my home. It almost is never not in the sky. So I am confident today that none of us will die.
At least none of the warriors here. We can confirm that.
No. Absolutely.
Ragnarok, Nihilus, are you both prepared?
I've been dying to go to kill.
Kualu
Well-
kind of chuckles a little bit, and Uktar's like, yeah, he's definitely looking for a fight. That's for sure. Kualu
I just
actually,
want to get this over with.
as you're saying that, Nihilus, Kualu walks up to you, Ragnarok, and kind of sizes you up a little bit. So, big man.
I'm gonna put my arm out.
He grabs it. Do you think you could get more kills than me?
I know I can get more kills than you.
I guess we shall find out.
It's gonna be fun.
And make the best warrior win.
Um, I'm gonna look at Ragnarok. Um, Ragnarok, you've grown quite a lot, and we might have conflicting views about strength, but I think you've shown me restraint from not killing and choosing when to kill properly. And I just wanted to say that I think that's true strength, and I'm proud of you, Ragnarok.
Well, I appreciate that, but true strength is definitely my muscles.
Well, uh, to each their own, Ragnarok. To each their own.
Yes.
Nihilus, are you prepared?
I am. I want this to be over. I feel like
Agreed.
we've been searching for too long.
Yeah, you could say that again. I'm ready to get that key, find our damn delegation members, and close this
Me
book.
too.
Well, it was a pleasure traveling with you all, and I'm looking forward to this next adventure. Shall we be off?
Uktar takes like the awkward silence. Go, all right, let's head out, and hope for the best. And you guys begin to kind of filter out of the Riverguard Keep and walk down the trailway, heading into the Somber Hills, and taking the few hours it takes to travel, and kind of staggering, like giving yourself enough time to rest so that you're not just like walking for several hours straight, making sure that you have opportunity to rest and relax, take a breather. So that you're not walking in, like just having hiked them like forever. After several hours, you do make it to the Feathergale Spire, and you can see that it's currently in like a little bit later of the midday, so probably around like your like 4 o'clock ish. You know that right now the sun is getting ready to start heading down, and there's like a very thick overcast of clouds. So it kind of dims the area just a little bit, not too bright and sunshiny outside.
Can I halt the caravan?
Well, you don't have a caravan, so
Can I halt the group?
sure.
Okay, I'm gonna shout, wait.
Right.
It might be wiser for us to wait until nightfall. We all know what we're coming here to do.
I
There's
haven't
no
finished
secret.
describing then. Before you finish with that question. You see that the top of the spire has a lit brazier on it that consumes pretty much the utmost part of it. And at the base of the Feathergale Spire, the drawbridge has actually been raised. Now, on the cliffside, so your guys' side of the Feathergale Spire, there are 2 lit sconces that they've brought out that stand side by side. Now, there are a few of these bigger like rock formations. There's about 2 big rock formations that are kind of in your immediate area. But between or on the other side of those rock formations, between you and the Feathergale Spire, is an arrangement of Feathergale Knights themselves. Their swords sheathed at their sides, their capes flowing with raven feathers or vulture feathers across the mantles and across the capes, and in the center of them is a lone warrior. A warrior that you've known, that you've met, who introduced you welcomed you into the hall of Feathergale Spire as the Lord Commander of the Feathergale Knights, Thurl Maraska. Thurl Maraska currently is kneeling next to a pretty large beast. This beast, the back half of it resembles that of a tiger. Orange, like pelted skin, the stripes, but the front half of it is more befitting of that of a massive eagle. There is a bit of armor plating across the front breastplate of the creature, and then a helmet as well, and a saddle that's affixed to it that's at an angle, as if the creature wasn't going to be flying straight, but at an angle, so that it could be ridden with proficiency. Thurl looks up and sees you all walking, and begins to stand and to rise, picks himself up, and brings a giant warhammer, pretty massive one, out. That you can see is of a unique make, but the top of it has a kind of like a griffin on the back end, so not the hammer side, but the other side of it. There's like a griffin that's like arcing out as if it's about to swoop and grab something. He grabs a helmet, which resembles that of a bird, and begins to don it. And as he dons it, he lifts his head up and looks at you all.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I was your
Five.
dress like that.
5 years ago, I served the city of Waterdeep in the Griffin's cavalry. And he puts a hand on this massive beast, a griffin, of a type that you've never seen. I served with this majestic creature, and she has flown me into many a battle. This kept me alive in many a fight. I know why you're here. I'm not a fool. You were a means to an end. You always have been. I welcomed you with open arms and redirected you towards all my enemies. You did quite a good job. I'm impressed. My tactical acuity still impresses me to this day. But your ability to execute. The Howling Hatred would have been lucky to have men like you and women amongst our forces. But you know too much.
But it's like a damn fiddle.
You cannot be allowed to go further. And it is I who stand between you and the eye. Galanoth will not allow you to uncover what we are doing here. As will Vanifer. As will Shatterkeel. As will Ernrail. The prophets will put an end to all of you. If I die today. At that point, he actually mounts this creature. And you hear the clanking of metal as he puts one bootstrap in and swings over the top. But like I said, Deathclaw has flown me into many a battle. And I have not fallen off once. At that point, he takes the hammer and he unslings it down, and it's kind of like hanging there. And he grabs onto the edge of the saddle, and this griffin starts to poof, poof, poof. Now, as that happens, the griffin's picking up, and again, it's at an angle, so the griffin's kind of facing you with the front claws a bit up, the legs kind of hanging at the base end, facing you kind of full front with the wings out and kind of keeping himself up. And there is Thor Moroska on the back end, clutching onto the saddle with the hammer held high, ready to strike. And off behind it, you see 4 of these massive vultures fly upwards from the cliff face where you could not have seen them. And they fly up above the cliff face. All 4 of them are mounted by their own individual riders. At this point, the rest of the Howling Hatred, the Feathergale Knights, they unsling their swords and grab them into their hands. And you can hear Thor Moroska shout from the top of his mount. It's going to be a long fall. I'll let gravity dig your grave.
You didn't even want to talk.
Can I say something to him as he takes off from the griffin?
You may try.
It's not a matter of if. Your death will be sealed tonight. And that's what I want to shout off to him as he tries to, as he gets off on his griffin.
All right. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Man, why do we get played by the villain at least once every fucking campaign, dude?
Well, it's not
Every
my fault that
campaign.
you guys trusted them right off the beginning. I took advantage of that. Are you kidding me? The minute you guys were like, "Oh, these guys are awesome," I went, "Nice." All right, I already have all of my initiatives rolled. So, good Shrey, what is Ragnarok rolling?
A 6.
Nice. Nick, what about Pippin?
13.
You said a 15?
13.
13. Nihilus?
What's that?
19.
I don't think.
Oh, not bad. And Ocelot?
12.
I'm gonna put you first.
Hell yeah.
Not worry about the tie. Okay, so the first up is Thurl Maraska. This is him right here, and this is his Mount Deathclaw. So I'm just gonna. Please don't fall, for the love of God. But he's actually right here. So he is gonna go ahead and go 5. They're about 40 feet up in the air right now. So they're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and go all the way around and then turn around.
Yay.
And
Wait, and oh no, there's no opportunity attacks because it's in the
no, these are in the sky.
sky. That's rough.
Okay. So what he's going to actually do so that he can use his
No.
lancing charge, he's going to very quickly, as he's flying over, you can see as he actually puts his warhammer and clasps it to an iron handle mount on his side, and there's a lance that he has clasped on the other side, like a jousting lance, and he's going to unclasp that. He's going to use an action to dash while he's mounted, so that he can go ahead and, as a bonus action, make a lancing charge. Now that lancing charge is going to go ahead and be made against Pippin.
No! I dodge it. I roll.
And because he is moving more than 30 feet, he gets advantage. It's going to go ahead and be a 19 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
That'll hit.
I wish I had shield, dude.
Okay, you take 18 points of piercing damage, and this massive griffin basically retracts the wings and goes right down into you like a bullet, and then opens the wings at the final moment, and you get a glancing impalement by the lance that grazes, catches you in the side, quickly pulls out, and then flies off. And that is going to be, so now he is officially, he's got 60 feet, he used 40 to get over, 40 to get down, so he's got another 40 to get up. Yeah, so he's right here, but he's 40 feet up. You have an opportunity to make an opportunity attack if you so wish, but it has to be a melee weapon.
Wait, you said I get an opportunity attack?
You can make one, yeah.
Oh, baby boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'll
that'll
be
be
the pointer.
It'll be do I shoot? Well, the only thing I could use to make, I have a dagger. There's a dagger. So can I use my dex for that, right?
Yes.
Then an unnatural 20.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Or is it a D4, right?
Yeah, plus dex.
Nice. 3 plus 5 is 8 damage. Yeah.
Okay. And you quickly unsheath the dagger as he's flying in, and you catch the mount. It right by one of the shoulders, and it leaves you impale him with the dagger, and because of the force of movement, the dagger goes with it, so you don't get to pull it back out. So you've lost the dagger. The dagger's in the shoulder. Okay. All right. That is Maraska's turn. Nihilus, you are up.
I don't even know what to do. Those gray things, are those rocks?
Yeah, so these things right here are rocks. To put it into perspective, their size, Ragnak is the tallest person in this party, and if he were to stand on the sides of these rock formations that are on the opposite side of the rest of the combatants, they could not see you. So it does function as full cover when you are parallel to an enemy.
Okay, and the boots that I have, do I just cast haste on myself with them?
So you actually, as a bonus action, you click your heels.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a little bit of like a little jump and kick, and then it casts haste on you as a result of that.
I think I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna move to the left boulder, but I still want to be behind cover.
Okay, so go 5, 10,
keep
20.
going.
Here.
Go up to one more, right there.
Okay, that is 25 feet of movement.
That's fine.
Okay.
And that's it. Because I need to use my whip form, and I can't do that yet. So
Okay.
I'll just ready my weapon for now. Like, can they see me right there?
The
Or
only
would
one
I
who
still be
can
kind
see
of?
you is going to be this guy and this vulture rider. Well, technically all the vulture riders are a little bit above you. These ones probably not. These two most likely. This guy definitely. He definitely sees you.
That'll be okay.
Okay. Perfect. So go ahead and hold. So we go to Uktar. Uktar is up next. This is him right here. So he's going to go ahead and unsling his greatsword and go 5, 10, 15, 20. And then it's going to go ahead and make a round of attacks. And I drop my... Okay, hold on. I drop my dice.
Get him. Do the big damage.
Thanks, camera. How graceful. Don't drop your dice, kids. Alright, he's going to make a round of attacks. Pull up his statistics. Slide that over. That is a 6 plus 8, 14. Does that hit the Feathergill Knights? I do not believe so. I do not believe it does. They were Howling Hatred Initiative. Oh, it does not hit the Feathergill Knight. So the first one is parried. So as he brings his great sword around, the knight in front of him brings his sword up and is able to parry and deflect the blow. So Ukar makes another attack. And that is a base 17, so that's going to hit. So he's going to go ahead and Divine Smite that at a 3rd level. So it's going to be 4d8. So his Great Weapon Master, so he's going to go ahead and re-roll the 1. So he's got a 3. He's going to re-roll that 1. So another 3. So he's got 6. Or Great Weapon Fighting, not Master. 6 plus 2 is so far 8. Plus 7, 15. Plus 5, 20. Plus 1, that's radiant damage, so it doesn't count for his Great Weapon Fighting, so that's 21. Plus his strength is a plus 4, 25 points of damage.
Cool.
And then he's got one more attack. Okay,
He
and
might-
that one misses.
What? Never mind.
Yeah, so he goes ahead and with his greatsword, he brings it down. It gets deflected and parried off. So he goes ahead and swings it directly into the side of the knight. And as he's bringing it out, you see this divine flare that goes off and kind of cuts into the wound, making it bigger, but cauterizing it in the same time. And then he tries to swing back around, but that knight goes and brings his sword out one more time and kind of is able to deflect the blow. So that's going to go ahead and be the initial part, and then he's going to, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Shield of Faith. So he's going to have another +2 to his armor class, and he gets this nice, like, yellow sheen that covers his body. So that's going to be Uktar's turn, and we have the vultures. The vultures are...
The vultures aren't being ridden by anyone?
They are. So they're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to hover there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to hover there. They're going to start swooping down on their next turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. That one's going to swoop down. And then 5, 10, 15. That one's going to swoop down as well. They're going to fly off after they swoop, so they're only going to make one attack at both Oslek and Nihilus. Nihilus, it's going to be a 16 to hit.
Miss, since I have
That's a
haste.
Yep, so as the claws are outstretched, the vulture opens up the wings to try to pick up and grab onto you in hopes of picking you off, but you're able to duck underneath it, and so it just swoops right past. Because it leaves your range, you can go ahead and make an attack of opportunity if you so wish.
Okay.
And because technically it has a rider, so you wouldn't get sneak attack on this creature, because there's 2 creatures here, not 1.
Oh, right, so... I rolled a 21.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage. Pippin, you're going to be up next, by the way.
Has 7 points of damage.
Okay, 7 points of damage into the giant vulture.
Who the hell is it?
All right, that is the first one. Oslek, it is a base 10, so that's gonna be a miss, and then it's gonna fly off. You can go ahead and make an attack of opportunity if you so wish as well.
Do it.
You can choose not to, but you can choose to.
The reaction you got.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in for a swing with my fucking warhammer. Is it a warhammer? I think it's a war axe. I don't know.
I think you have a warhammer.
Yeah,
Or
warhammer.
flail, one of the two.
I don't think I could get a flail yet, which is I think that was the plan, but I couldn't. I don't know. Either or, I got a fucking 17 or 18.
To hit?
Yeah.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's 2d6 or is it 1d? No, it's because it's one-handed. It's a d8 then, right? If it's one-handed, or is it a d10?
Oh, you have a warhammer, so it's a d8 because it's one-handed.
Yeah.
Right.
Congrats. Thank you. I've been playing for a long time.
Yeah, you know.
Sure. Fucking, I got a 8 damage.
Okay. All right, and all the eagles, the vultures have made their passes swiping through. Because this one. With the two that are sitting still. No, never mind. I'm not worried about that. We're good. Pippin, you're up.
I want to move. I want to reposition so that I can be as in the middle of all of my allies as possible. Like I want to sandwich myself in the center of all of the allies.
Okay.
And then I want to cast Hunter's Mark on the guy who attacked me in the first round of combat.
Maraska?
Yeah, Maraska. Okay. And then I'm gonna
So hold up. Do you want to target Maraska or do you want to target Deathclaw?
Deathclaw.
Okay.
That's fine. Let's do Deathclaw.
So
and then I want to
mark Deathclaw.
And then I want to make 3 attacks on Deathclaw.
Because of your Dread Ambusher?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a Hunter's Mark?
I use this D20.
I don't know. I know I have a Hasten.
Alrighty, it's going to be
Shield of Faith.
a 23, a 26.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
No. I'm just trying to find my little things here.
No, you're good. You're good.
Paralyzed, invisible, magic effect. That'll work. Because none of these are saying hunters. Oh, this one says hunter's mark. That'll also work. DMs, get yourself some little rings. They're cool. So hunter's mark on the griffin. I'm going to put it on his base. And then he has a shield of faith. So that's a magic effect for him. Okay. So first one you said was a 26.
Yeah.
Hit. Second one.
23.
Hit. Third one.
13.
That one misses. Go ahead and make damage on the 2.
Nice. First damage is going to be 12 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
And the second one is going to be 15 points of damage for the second one. And that is my turn.
Okay. So you quickly run forward, unsling your arrow, and as you turn around, you place your hunter's mark. You draw, you fire. It lands into the torso of this massive griffin. You unsling a second arrow. You knock it, you fire. Second one into the torso. You do the same thing with a third arrow, and as you fire that, what happens is you actually see as Maraska, with his hammer, swings out in an arc and is able to actually catch that arrow. And it just knocks it, breaks it.
Darn it. I'm supposed to do that, man.
Damn. And that is your turn?
Maraska's definitely.
Okay. So that makes it Oslek's turn.
I'm going to take a knee and kind of spread my wings out like this with my like head forward like I'm ready to charge. And then I'm going to look over my shoulder and I'm gonna say to Pippin, Pippin, I am your vulture. Get on top of me. And then, and then either stop looking at me like that.
No, you're
Either
good. You're good.
okay, I
You're
thought
good.
sorry, there was a distance I thought you were judging me from over there. I was just automatically like, this is a fucking crazy thing to say. And then and I will catch you. Trust me. Your safety is my number one priority. And then I'm going to cast, and then at the same time that I do that, I'm going to cast my channel divinity. As an action, you present your holy symbol, summon a sphere of twilight that emanates around me. The sphere is centered has a 30-foot radius centered on me, filled with dim light, lasts for 1 minute. Creature, including me, ends their turn. I can give them 10 hit points to a d6 plus cleric, or I can get rid of charmed or frightened.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't need to read all that.
No, you're good.
But this orb of darkness fucking just envelopes me as a 30-foot fucking sphere, a radius sphere just around me. And anyone who's in the circle, I'm going to roll. Do you want me to just roll 1d6 and give them all the same?
Yeah. That make life easy.
Okay. 11 temp HP.
Okay.
Nice.
All the companions have 11 temp HP.
And I believe I can cast that a second time now that I'm level 6, right? Channel Divinity times 2.
Yes.
And then also, as level 6, so I got the Divine Domain feature. I don't know if we ever talked about what mine did, because mine was just like flying, but I'm playing an Aarakocra, so I think we were going to scratch that. Is that just my flying armor now?
No, so we changed your flying speed to be 60 versus
30. 60. Sorry,
Yes.
Thank you.
No, good question. Sweet. Okay. So, is that your full turn?
Yeah, and then I'm just kind of in that position, waiting to see if Pippin will take my offer.
Can I move right now, or do I have to wait for
You
my
have to
turn?
wait until your turn.
Brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude.
Kaya Nala is up next, and she's going to go ahead and cast invisibility on herself. So she immediately disappears.
Now I'm gonna
And that is
a little bit.
her turn. Walu is up next. Walu's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As he runs around you, Ragnar, as he runs around you, he kind of looks at you and goes, "On your left!" and kind of swings around wide. As he gets up to the first Feathergill Knight, he basically unclasps this like curved, hooked, like executioner's blade, and makes a total of 3 attacks at this guy. The first one is going to hit with a 17. Second one's going to hit with a 21. Last one's going to miss. First one's going to be 11, 13. Followed by a 10. Okay. So he goes and makes a total of 3 strikes at this first one. And then on the third one, the knight is actually able to take the sword and swing, and it kind of catches the blades together. And so that's going to be kind of like that first round there. Sweet.
Cool.
With that being said, that is Kualu's turn. Kainal is done. So we have the Feathergale Knights, and then Ragnar.
No.
So we're
I'm gonna fill up my cup of water.
20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And there. 5, 10. 5, 10. These two have bows, so they're going to shoot at Pippin.
Wow. Nobody likes me. Oh,
Yeah, I think that's going to work.
He's just a little guy, man. He dodges it. He dodges the arrow.
Okay, that's how we're going to do that. Yep. So we're going to start with Kualu. Each of them Gonna pull out the Feathergale Knight stat block real fast because I have it in my book. Each Feathergale Knight makes a total of 2 attacks. All of them with their long swords.
Oh my gosh.
First one at Kualu misses. Second one at Kualu, same thing, misses. The third one at Kualu is going to hit. And the fourth one is also going to hit. So, Kualu takes 7 plus 6, 13 points of damage total.
It's not bad.
Okay. We go to 2 on Ragnarok, who's not raging right now, by the way. First one, 14. That's a miss. Ragnarok, 14.
14, yeah, it doesn't hit.
Miss. Cool. 17.
That's my AC, so just hit.
Okay, so you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh, you're not
Now we go 6 attacks against Uktar. First 2 miss.
Damage?
Third miss. Fourth
Oh.
miss. Fifth miss. All miss. So 6 attacks miss against Uktar. And some of the attacks you guys noticed probably would have landed had this Shield of Faith not actually been there to deflect and actually push the blades off of him. The 2 that are going to shoot at Pippin, they're going to make 2 attacks with their bows. So Pippin gets 4 incoming. First one is a 13,
No, it'll miss.
followed by a 9,
It'll miss.
17,
Man. That'll hit.
that'll hit, and then a 15.
That'll hit.
That'll hit as well. Okay. So you take 8 plus 9, 17 points of piercing damage total as you get shot by 2 arrows. And Ragnarok, you are up.
It's because you just need to get on my shoulders, Nick. And I'll shield you from all the arrows.
I can't move yet. Stuff. Or no, it's just I think it is a great number. What's Matters' turn?
Ragnarok, you're up.
Oh,
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna look at Walu and I say, my turn. And then I'm gonna rage.
You kind of end up saying that to yourself because he's got 2 guys on him. You yell it to him, but you're not looking at him.
Well, Ragnar's satisfied by it. So.
Yeah, you know not to distract him. He's fighting. What'd you roll?
Okay. Whenever a creature hits me with an attack roll before my rage ends, the creature takes 1d6 of force damage.
I hate you. I literally hate you.
Passes out.
So, what you guys don't notice is there's a shape in the clouds that looks like a giant dragon.
That's fucking good.
Yeah,
Wait, what did you do?
so he has an effect on him as he's raging that kind of reflects damage back to his attackers. I'm just uttering the fact that I think that's dope, but it makes me mad. So, yeah, don't just ignore me. There's no dragon. Lest there become one. So you go ahead and do that, and you have this the way I would describe it is as you rage, this magical surge kind of reflects outwards, and so there's this shifty and visually wavy aura that's around you. And so that's going to be this energy source that when an attack comes in, it's going to bounce it back. So I imagine you're going to go ahead and make some attacks.
Yes. I want to go towards the kind of the biggest group of enemies I can see.
You actually currently have one on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you kind of have one on you, 2 guys on you right now that you could just walk up to and just bam bam.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, so we'll start with the one that was attacking you. So go ahead and make an attack roll against him. Is this reckless or not reckless?
This is going to be reckless.
Reckless. You make an advantage.
Ooh, yeah. So that would be... Okay, unnatural 20
Okay, that hits.
for the first one.
Roll damage.
Do you want me to roll the second one or do damage?
Let's start
first?
with damage.
Okay, damage. Damage. I might use my savage attacker.
Okay. Oh, you picked up a feat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had it the whole time, actually. I just forgot about it.
How nice.
Okay, it's a total of 14 damage for the first one.
14 on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and make your second attack roll against him, because he is not dead.
Right.
You guys got that. Oh, plus 10, plus 9.
Plus 6.
No way.
22.
That definitely misses, obviously. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Or your damage roll, sorry. Damage roll. You already attacked.
Dude, we were level 7.
And then 10 damage.
10 damage. Cool. He is not dead yet. But you swing Janice at him twice, so as you run up to him with Janice in hand, you go ahead and bring Janice directly up to his sternum, cracking bone as you send the hammer straight forward, and then pulling the hammer head back with your maul and swinging it at a knee, shattering a kneecap, kind of bringing him down to the ground. He's not dead, but you've damaged him heavily. That is going to be your turn, so we go back to Thurl Maraska, who... He's going to go ahead and fly on Deathclaw 5, 10, 15, 20. He's 40 feet in the air, and is currently going to shout out and use an action to use his rallying cry. So he shouts out and goes, "My brothers! Slay these foul men! We'll offer them to Yonsei Bin!" And there's kind of like a chorusy, like, "Hurrah!" And all of his allies within 30 feet of him, or sorry, not 30 feet, 40 feet of him, are going to go ahead and gain a 10 temporary HP. So he drops a bit down so that he can use that, so he's no longer 40 feet up. He's going to be 20 feet up so that he can go ahead and use that ability.
Not fair.
Wait, you just did the same thing I did, but to everyone in a farther range.
Yeah, to his allies, basically. Yeah, exactly
Bro,
what you did.
You really gotta fucking balance me mid-game like that,
He's a veteran.
Ethan.
What are you talking about? This dude served in the Griffin's Cavalry. He's gotta have something. That's
All right,
his turn. So
I just didn't know we were whipping out exact copies of my ability mid-session. I just didn't know that's how what we were doing anymore.
I don't know, man.
I just.
All right, Nihilus, you're up.
I'm gonna run to the archer that's closest to me. I know he's not that close, but I can reach him.
Yeah, you can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll put you here so you're not on the cliff edge. I'm imagining you're undoing your whip.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 2 actions because you're hasted. So you can actually make 2 attacks against him.
Oh, sick. Okay.
And your first
I'll
one, you only
attack
get sneak attack once per round. So any of these attacks can have sneak attack. So
would I have advantage on that then?
no, you don't have advantage on any attack rolls. It's because he's isolated. As a swashbuckler, you get sneak attack if they're alone.
Okay.
Right.
The first attack was a nat 20.
Okay, so that's going to get some sneak attack. Let's just go ahead and roll damage on that because we'll see where that goes. So
I know for my sneak attack, I have to roll 3d6.
Yep, so that'd be
How many?
66.
Okay.
And then whatever the damage dice for your whip, you go ahead and double.
The life of a rogue, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's the damage.
So like, what I do?
Full sword.
Because my whip, it's a d4 plus 4.
So you'll do 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah. Okay. So 66 plus 2d4 and then plus 4. Okay.
You got it. Yeah, let's see how this goes. This might be gnarly, guys. You better watch for this.
Damn
This can
it.
get pretty fun.
Yeah.
I did 22 points of damage.
Okay. So you take your whip, and you are very quick. As you run up super fast, like with lightning speed, you are at that sconce, You have your whip unslung, and with a finesse, you like backhand whip it, and so it runs. You know, because you have the sconce on your right side, you're kind of running around on the left side of the sconce. You catch this guy at the base of his neck. So the whip, because it's a critical hit, actually ends up wrapping around his throat, and with one pull, you detach an entire head.
Whoa, that's so cool.
And he just drops.
And then what I'll do is I'll use the rest of my movement because I'm still hasted to attack the last archer.
Okay.
Now, because he's isolated, couldn't I use another sneak attack since he's alone?
No. So you only get it once per turn.
Oh, I'm tripping. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
No, that's a good question, though. Good question.
And then I'll just roll for this one.
Okay.
I got 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
That is a miss. So with an 8, he goes ahead and ducks underneath it. And that is going to be your turn. With movement, action, and bonus actions. So we go to Uktar. Uktar is going to swing out and attack against the Feathergill Knight that is on him. He's going to start making his round of attacks. First one is a... Oh! Camera. Oh.
That means it was a hit, right?
Huh?
That means it was a hit, right?
No.
Darn it.
Son of a bitch. You gotta be kidding me right now. My bad. Sorry. First one's a hit. Second one is a hit. And the third one's a miss. So, he's gonna great weapon fighting that. So 3. Damn, I'm rolling low with him. Great weapon fighting that. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Roll higher. 4. Nice. 5, 9, 13. That one's dead. So, with his greatsword, he goes ahead and brings his blade down once, catching it against the side, like the shoulder, and he brings the blade through and down, and then brings the blade around and actually cuts that one from shoulder to waist, dropping him. And as the guy stumbles, so there's a second where as the blade slices through, flesh, the guy kind of like stops, and you hear this like, oh. And so Uktar kicks him in the chest, and the halves split from the force and go flying as he like roars out from what he's just done. And the other two next to him kind of are a little bit shaken. Bruh.
Yeah, they should be.
You said they should be?
They should be.
Alright, that is going to be his turn, however. So we go to the vultures.
Guard.
Pippin, one of them is going to go straight for you.
No. Take it back.
That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Dude, that thing is like 5 times the size of Pippin. That's
Does
a hit.
Pippin get partial cover with me standing in front of him?
You're not standing by Pippin.
Oh.
So, that one hit you for... it was 7 points of piercing damage, and then it grabs you. So it's going to pick you up and lift you off into the air.
Wait a sec. No, dude. Hey. I gotta be a little bit heavier than that.
Wait,
No,
what?
you're a gnome, right? You're a gnome?
Gosh darn it.
No.
Wait,
Picks you.
Ethan, why'd you have to ruin my plan like this?
I wish I didn't have to, but he's little, and this is what they would do. I really wanted to see where you were going to go.
Wait.
I have to be faithful here.
Can I
Dude, you
fly
can still
underneath
save
him? And if Pippin gets out of the claws, he can land on my back.
Yeah, well,
while
you
I follow.
can actually attempt to free him. Like, you can do that on your turn. You can attempt to free him and grab him. That's fine with me.
Mid-air?
Yeah. You can fly. You can do that. This one's
I'm like a
going
real
to
superhero.
Go 5, 10, 15. These two are going to go ahead and make a swooping glance at Oslet. One's going to be a 16, which we know does not hit. And the other one's going to go ahead and be an 18, which now no longer hits. So, both of them miss, and then this one flies over here, still in the air, and this one's going to kind of loop around, still in the air. Pippin, you are currently 30 feet above ground. Okay?
Oh, God.
Okay? Good stuff. It is your turn, Pippin. The vulture has you grabbed by your shoulders. So, you have, for the sake of things, you don't have full use of your shoulders for, like, rotational, but you do have your arms. So, you could go ahead and grab, like, you could attempt to grab an arrow and make an attack, but it would be a disadvantage to do so, because you're currently, the way that this vulture's grabbing you, that is your options.
Could I, what spell trapped within that little ring would be the most useful spell to get me out of this thing's clutches right now?
What do you have?
Don't I have that ring, right? Or does
Yeah, what spells do you have?
You've got the ring.
I whatever spell, I forget what the spells that were loaded on.
It's like Scorching Ray, Burning Hands, and there was another one.
You didn't write down the spells when I told them to you?
They were all fire spells. It was Scorching Ray, Burning Hands, and...
Yeah, it was Scorching Ray, Burning Hands, and then a fire-based chromatic orb. That would make the Burning Hands probably your best, because you could just put your hands directly up, and Burning Hands the vulture's stomach.
You saw Hawks versus Docky, dude. Fire fucks birds up, dude.
That or would I be better mechanically to try and... Because I'm being grappled right now, right?
Yes, but you're 30 feet in the air, so you'll take 3d6 worth of falling damage if you fall.
Well, it's only 18. No, it's only 18 max.
Sure. You can give it a shot.
No. Oh, wait, can I... You said I can make an attack, but it's with disadvantage?
With disadvantage, yeah. If you're confident in yourself, you may feel free to.
I want to shoot... I still want to shoot at... What's the bird's name? The
Deathclaw, yeah.
Deathclaw, yeah. I want to attack him twice.
Go for it. 2 attacks at disadvantage.
Yes. First one's going to be a 7 or a... Darn it. First one's going to be a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Second one's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 just hits him.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage on that 15.
5 plus 4 plus 9 plus 5 is 14. Or 9, yeah, 14 points of damage.
Okay. 14 points of damage. Another arrow into the hind flanks of that griffin. And that's going to go ahead and be your turn. So, Oslek, you are up.
So Pippin is in the air?
Yes, 30 feet in the air.
And he's being carried by a vulture?
Correct.
And the vulture has someone riding him?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, since I'm already in the flying position, follow after him. And then I am going to... I'm going to... Do I have enough knowledge with my medicine capabilities to know that if I hit the vulture in like the back of his little toe, like three-toed foot, that it would probably like release his grip on Pippin?
Make a nature check.
Could I roll a medicine check?
No.
No.
What is nature is nature intelligence or?
Intelligence. You're talking about basically what you're asking. I know what you're trying to ask from like a physician standpoint, but what you're truthfully asking is whether or not you have the knowledge of how vultures' nervous systems work, so that you can hit a pressure point, which means you need to have an intense amount of knowledge of vulture anatomy, nervous system, and anatomy. And unfortunately, I wouldn't make that a medicine check because that's the application of what you know.
Okay, better yet, can I use the helmet and suggest to the vulture, the guy riding the vulture, like release?
You could. You can try.
Would it be would it be better if I just told him to jump?
I cannot make that answer for you. I can't answer that question for you.
I'm gonna do jump because that'd be cooler.
Jump.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna tell him to jump through his mind.
I mean, you can make... It's not a command, so you can make a suggestion.
Oh, okay.
I would recommend that you read the spell suggestion because it does have limitations for things like physical harm against itself.
I see. Okay. Then I'm gonna suggest release my friend.
Okay. So you are going to suggest that he should release your friend. It's a wisdom saving throw against a DC of 13.
Yeah.
Okay, he fails. So on
Let's
his
go.
turn, he will attempt to release your friend.
Let's go.
Is that my action?
That is your action, yes, and you cannot use the suggestion feature for the rest of the day.
Okay, I would like to be directly underneath Pippin, and can I prepare the rest? So you said he was 30 feet high, and my movement speed is 30.
60.
Or sorry, 60. I'm going to fly like directly underneath Pippin to prepare for release, and I'm going to use a prepared. Can I prepare the rest of my movement for if the vulture tries to fly away, that I'll follow him with the rest of my 30 feet?
I don't know if you can prepare movement.
I figured I'd ask. I just want to be right there when if Pippin gets out, like right there, immediate action.
So the only way that you could prepare movement is if you use an action to use your ready action.
I see. So I would have to save it would cost my action to keep that.
Action to do that, but it does say that you can.
Okay. Well, that's good to know at least.
Okay. So is that going to be your turn?
Yeah, I'll just be right below Pippin underneath the vulture.
Okay. As a bonus action, Kyanal on her turn is going to go ahead and drop her invisibility. Pippin, she's going to throw you a second level healing word.
Oh. I catch it.
That is 1. That was cocked. And 2. So 3 plus her wisdom 5. She is. So numbers 8. 8 hit points is what you get.
You said 8?
8 hit points.
Let's go, baby.
And then she is going to go ahead and guiding bolt. She's going to guiding bolt. She can't because she used a bonus action. Never mind. She can't cast a spell. She's going to Sacred Flame. No, she won't. She's going to shoot an arrow. That's what she's going to do. She's going to unsling an arrow and fire it at the vulture that has Pippin.
Thank you.
And that's a miss. So never mind. Okay, that is Kyanala's turn. Kualu is up next. Kualu is going to go ahead and use his Cholton Surge. So they function similar to an action surge. So he's going to go ahead and make a total of 6 attacks this round.
Holy hell.
First one's going to be a hit.
That's a lot of
miss.
attacks.
Third one is a hit. Fourth one is a hit. Fifth one is a hit. Sixth one just misses. So 4 hits, 2 misses for Kualu. First guy is 7. We got dueling 2, 9, so 16. Third attack 8, 10, 26. 26 damage total. And then 7, 33. So, in a flurry of attack strikes that you see out of the corner, like the peripheral of your eye, Ragnar, Kualu is moving so fast that the guy can't physically keep up, and he's only able to deflect a few of the blows. But after the final strike happens, you already know that this guy hasn't caught up with the fact that he's dead. He's a dead man standing. And so it takes just a second for all the wounds to quickly succumb to him, to his death, and he falls to the ground rather quickly after that.
Oh.
But it does take a moment. There's like a lag, like a hesitation as he's like, and then just drops.
That's great. That's pretty cool.
And so Kualu then turns around, kind of now he's able to look at you and goes, "That's 1."
This.
And that's going to be his turn, so we have the Feathergale Knights. 2 attacks on Ragnar, 2 on Kualu. Ragnar, because you're attacking it recklessly, they have advantage. First one's a 12. It's a miss. Second one that's an 18 plus. So the second one's going to hit. It deals 7 points of damage that you have to 4. One on Kualu, miss. Second one hits for 10. Okay. You got 4 attacks total on Uttar. That's cocked. First one, miss. Second one, miss. Third one hits. Fourth one, miss.
No.
For 6. And he has to make a con save. He succeeds. And then Nihilus.
We did my force last time or that attack?
Nihilus, this guy's going to go ahead and move up and is going to attempt to use his 2 attacks to grapple you.
Great.
So I just got to check to see.
Wait, Ethan, real quick.
Yeah.
My rage bonus with the force damage.
Yeah. It
You want
reflects back how much?
It's a D6.
Okay.
Let me roll real quick. I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So, for the grapple attack, what I need you to do... Where is it? You get to choose if you're making an acrobatics check or an athletics check, but we have to do a contested check.
We'll do acrobatics.
Okay. You have to beat a...
22.
No, don't say that.
No, it's not physically possible. We're not playing a Pathfinder. You have to beat a 16.
Okay. I got 20. Unnatural 20.
Okay, so the first one you succeed on escaping. He's going to use his second attack to do the same thing.
To do a good... Oh, fuck. Okay.
So, this one you have to beat a 5.
21.
Okay, you are good. You can tell that this specific knight is now trying to grab onto you, and he's like, I'm gonna throw you off this cliff, and he's like trying to grab on. You recognizing like, oh, I do not want that to happen. Like, oh no, your fight or flight kicks in heavily, and the assist from the haste, you're just too fast. He can't get a hold of you. That's going to be the Fethigal Knights. Ragnar, you were up.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
And this is gonna be reckless.
Okay.
Trucker dude. The first one's a 12.
Misses.
The second one's a 10.
Also misses.
Big casters.
Way to go. Nice job. Super good. Yeah, you swing 2 attacks, and this knight is just a little bit faster than you anticipated. Sweet. So that's going to be his turn. We go to... Well, sorry. Is that going to be your turn?
Your turn? Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Thor Moroska is going to flip Deathclaw around. And is going to attempt to grab Ragnar. Ragnar, that's going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You take 13, 4, 17 points of piercing damage that you have to 9.
And they take a D6.
Okay. And then, so that was 20 feet of flying speed, and it's going to use another 40 to fly straight up. So So I'm going to put you right here, and you are currently being grappled by Deathclaw.
So you're being grappled by that? Oh, gosh. Oh, my God.
Nihilus, you're up.
I'm gonna attack that archer. I'm gonna use my bonus action to change my sword back into like the short sword
Yeah, you
form.
retract it,
and
then
then
you start slashing out.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah. Nat 1. As you're retracting the blade, you see the knight watches that happen, and you're attempting to swing it as it's still coming in because you know your weapon and you're fluid with it. He sees that as it's happening, takes a blade out and thrusts it into the ground and pushes it as far down to the earth as he could get it, which is probably about like 2 inches given it's just soft earth. Oh. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, we lost the camera.
Oh, it's because of it's because of my MacBook battery. It's fixable.
We're okay.
Almost lost all of it. Okay. Plugged in. On camera. Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh no. Let me unplug this. That off. Don't switch. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to wait a bit because I didn't let my laptop plug in, so it's at 5% battery. That's fine. We're gonna play things by ear for a little bit. I'm gonna try my best to describe it to you as we're doing things. Okay. So currently the blade has caught your blade in whip, Nihilus, and so you actually end up dropping it. So you're disarmed in that natural 1. You still have a second action that you can use to make an attack with something else. Or
I know I have a dagger.
Yeah, or you can use the action to free your blade.
No, I'm gonna use a dagger that I have.
Okay.
And wouldn't I have sneak attack because he's by himself?
You would. Yeah.
Oh right.
Look at
Would I
that.
have
Let's go
advantage
more.
on that too, or?
You do not have advantage on that, no.
Okay. And then would I add +6 to my roll with a dagger, or?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I got a 19.
19 to hit. That hits. Go through roll damage. Just the D4 and the 3D6.
Would I add a +4 to that too, or would I not?
Yes, you still add that +4 to it.
Okay.
Hmm.
13 points of damage.
Okay. 13 points of damage, not bad. Okay. And so you take a dagger quickly, unsling it from your belt, and slash it across his stomach. A good gash opens up, and you can start to see where some of the white parts of his, like the cloth that's underneath his armor, begins to stain red rather quickly. That's going to go ahead and be your bonus action in both your actions. Because you've made an attack, you actually can use your, I think it's your rakish audacity or your like fanciful footwork or something. You have a feature where you can move without provoking an attack of opportunity because you made an attack this round.
Well, I don't want to move just because I want to grab my sword.
Right.
So I'm gonna
just
say
to give you the opportunity if you wanted to maybe move. I would say maybe if you wanted to move a bit closer inland because he was just trying to throw you off.
Oh, then yeah, I'll do
so
that.
I'll keep you on him, but I'm just gonna move you over 10 feet so that you're next to, or that you're just like kind of right by him, but further away from the cliff's edge.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so that brings us to Uktar. Uktar is going to make another round of attacks. Got 3 attacks coming in on the first guy. First one hits. He's going to Divine Smite level 2. Second one hits. Third one hits. So first one is 3 plus 2. He's going to Great Weapon Fighting that. Okay, so 9 plus 4, 13 plus 6, 19 plus 2, 21. Plus
what?
2, 23. So 23 points of damage on the first one.
Oh my gosh.
On the second attack, he's going to go... Okay, he's going to Great Weapon Fighting that, so 6. And then he's going to Great Weapon Fighting that. So another 6. So 12 plus 4 is 16. So this guy's dead. So he takes his greatsword and runs it through him, like through the stomach. And there's a divine burst as he's pulling it out. And he uses that opportunity to take the blade up and basically runs it through the collarbone. And so it catches it right at the base of the neck where the head is, pulls it out, the body stumbles. He then maneuvers, and his third attack goes on this guy. And so he just does 6 plus, another 16 points of damage, another max.
Does he die?
No. They have a little bit more health than that. And that is Uktar's turn, so now we have the vultures. Pippin.
Just stop, please.
You're gonna get dropped.
I'm gonna die.
You move at a rate of 60 feet per round.
Hey,
He's gonna land on me. Wait, he doesn't land on me?
So I need you to go ahead. Well, I will get to that. It's not his turn yet, but he's gonna let go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drop.
Pippin is free falling right now.
And then he's gonna fly 5, 10, 15. This one's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5. This one's actually gonna try to strike Walu. That's a miss.
Stop.
So 35, 40. Then this last one is going to attempt to get Kayanala, which does hit. Deals 8, 10 points of damage. And she gets grappled and is picked up. Okay, so the vultures are up. Pippin, you fall 60 feet directly onto Oslek. Oslek, I need you as a reaction to go ahead and make it a strength saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
$14 or $15.
15, you catch him, and he does not fall.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Pippin, if you want, you may hold your turn for this round until you are dropped to the floor.
Okay.
You don't have to. You can do everything from on Oslek if you want. I'm just letting you know that you can hold your turn. I will let you until you are let go.
Yeah,
because both of you function at the same time. So we're gonna metagame for a second and do Baldur's Gate rules where you can just just let you guys swap for the turn if you wish.
Sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
So Oslek, you go first then, and what do? So you've caught him. You're still 30 or 20 feet in the air because you were below him.
And so there's how many people are in the air with us?
All the vultures.
And that's 3?
There's 4 in total.
And everyone else there's no one else there's no enemies on the ground at all? It's all in the sky?
Yep.
Okay.
No, there's a lot of enemies on the ground. You have 1, 2, 3 on the ground.
I'm gonna fly
4 on the ground.
above all of the vultures.
Okay.
As high above as I can fly.
Okay.
And then
are you gonna bring Pippin with you?
I'm bringing Pippin with me.
Okay.
Pippin looks really stressed out in that camera right there.
No. I'm sorry. I just rubbing my eye.
Okay.
Dude, I was like, dude, this motherfucker thinks he's bringing me fucking 100 feet up into the sky. What is he? That's
So
what I was
how
getting
how
from
high
that
are you
picture.
going?
As high as I can, dude. I want the height advantage. They can't shoot Pippin if he's above them, dude. Then
Okay.
Pippin just has to peek over and
So
drop him down.
You hold on to Pippin and fly. Now you are 80 feet in the air.
And okay, and so let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna re-grant Pippin temp hit points because whenever a creature ends its turn in the sphere, okay, never mind. I'll wait till he ends his turn, but once he does, I'd like to give him another D6 plus my cleric level. And then I'm going to look down on my enemies, and I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the Griffin.
With what hands?
Is Pippin not on my back?
Do you want to? Oh, so you want to put Pippin on your shoulders? That's fine.
Yeah, like
That works
I'm
for
literally
me.
a vulture.
That works for me. Okay, so you have him on your back.
Yeah.
So he is grabbing onto the back end of your split mail in a weirdly similar way as how Deathclaw is mounted. So he's like got his legs into the back of your hips, and he's like kind of squatting. So you go ahead and cast Moonbeam. Who's the target?
The Tiger Griffin.
Okay, so you're gonna put it on Deathclaw. That is
At a
going
third
to,
level.
Incidentally, is gonna also put it on. I believe it should also put it on Ragnarok. What's the specifications around Moonbeam's radius? Like, how does it exist?
I think it's a 5-foot radius.
Go ahead and check for me.
Let me look. Yeah, it says 5 foot. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range.
Okay, so that means you can put it in a position where it doesn't hit Ragnarok. Okay, so what happens?
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a con saving throw.
And it rolls a natural 20, so it's a success. So I think it takes half damage.
What? Both of them?
Yes.
Damn, you're gonna give them both the nat 20, Ethan?
No, I'm just kidding. Morales
Okay,
will roll
okay.
a 1, so he takes full damage.
Yo! See, it balanced out.
Wait, next one? No. Just kidding.
I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm being an anal player.
You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. That's a great question.
Okay, so I'll roll 3d10 because I'm casting it at a 3rd level.
Okay.
So and I got a 21 damage.
That would be 11.
And and this is a concentration spell too, so it stays up for a minute. And I can move it, I'll range, or wait.
Also correct.
I can move it 60 feet in any direction.
Also correct.
Cool. That's a good spell.
It quite is.
I feel like I've seen that in like a boss fight though. Like, you know that just big ominous white beam that you have to dodge while you're fighting the main boss? That's just moving around.
Anyways, that would make your turn. So Pippin,
Nice. Can
you're
I
on Oslick's back, 80 feet in the air.
can I attack Deathclaw from here?
You absolutely could.
I'm gonna attack him twice. Let's go, baby.
Okay. I'm at 20% on my battery, and it's still not registering the camera, so I'm still trying.
Does Pippin get advantage on his rolls for a height advantage?
No.
Damn. But Pippin doesn't need any strength to pull back that arrow and it'll use
Pippin
gravity.
Also, I would also technically I should give Pippin disadvantage because he has to surf on your back for a second to shoot, but I'm not going to do that.
Damn, okay.
So that's how we'll debate that one. So what was your attack, Pippin?
Well, I'm gonna use my inspiration on my first attack. So
Okay.
my first one is gonna be a 16
Hits.
to hit,
Mhm.
and the second one is gonna be a 27 to hit.
27.
Yeah,
Okay.
and damage for the first one is gonna be 15, and the damage for the second one is gonna be. Damn, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm rolling good all night. 16 for the second attack.
16 for the second. Okay. You fire both arrows into the hind flank of Deathclaw, whose talon front claws, by the way, the front claws, not the back claws, have Ragnarok by the shoulders. Ragnarok is dropped, and you see the beast buckle and begin to thrum with the throes of death. This rocket is going down, and so we'll worry about that as that happens.
Oh no.
Dude, anything cool, Nick kills it, dude. Anything cool, Nick fucking assassins it, dude.
Dude, he came right after me.
No, I'm not shitting on you, dude. I'm just saying, dude, anything cool, dude, it's fucking mounted on your wall.
Kynal's gonna go ahead and Misty Step and get to the ground level, and then use movement, go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait,
And use 20 feet to get, god dang it, right
I'm
behind
just-
Kuwalu.
Wait, who missed his step?
Kynala, because she was grabbed by a vulture.
Oh.
I'm just glad you went along with my plan, Nick, bro. And we're 80
Walu
feet in
is
the
gonna
sky
use
right
3
now.
attacks.
As long as we don't get shot down. I need more archers.
All 3 do hit. So 13, 15, 10, 25, 6, 11, 13. That's enough. Okay. So this guy's brought down. This dude's killed in one go. Boom. Just Koala's just bringing another strikes with this blade. He actually lops an arm off. So the guy's trying to bring a blade up, and as his arms glide, the arm is just cut off at the shoulder. And so he brings his stump around, and he grabs it, and he's like, ah, head off, and then he just drops down. That's going to go ahead and be his turn. And we move to the Feathergale Knights, the 3 that are up. We got 2 attacks on Uktar. Both failed. We have 2 attacks on Kyanala, because this guy is going to maneuver around. First one failed with a 3, second one's a crit. 7 to 9. 18 total damage taken. Okay, next one's on you, Nihilus. You're going to get 2 attacks with a short sword. First one is a 20 to hit, unnatural, and then an 11, so the 11 should miss.
Yeah.
And you take 7 points of slashing damage. You have Uncanny Dodge, by the way. You have a 5th level reaction. You can half damage that you take as a reaction, as long as you can see the damage coming. So you could use it if you want.
I'll do that.
Okay, so then you half it down to 4. And that would make the Feathergale Knight's turn done. Ragnarok, you drop 40 feet.
Can I aim for someone?
Who?
Just a bad guy land on top of him?
Make an athletics roll at disadvantage.
Let's go.
You're raging, so you technically have advantage. Make a flat roll.
Let's go.
Yeah, make a flat roll because they cancel each other out.
Okay. Athletics. 17.
17. I'll allow it. That's gonna put you over here. Now you take 6, 10. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. I need you to roll 4d6 for me, please.
Max, 4 6s, 4 6s.
I got an 11.
11. Oh, what was that? As you're falling, You take Janice like a javelin and just put it in front of you as if you're charging with like a spear. And so this giant hammer rocket is flying towards one of the Feathergill Knights, and you slam into him. And you both tumble, and so you hit the ground, you make impact, and you both tumble. You take 15 points of damage. Because you're raging, you do half it to 8. And then he goes ahead and takes 11 points of damage. That's like the transfer of gravity falling onto him as well, but it kills him.
Nice.
And so as you get up, like as you're using your movement to get up, you see that the hammer has smushed the head into the ground, and it was smearing it a little bit as you kind of moved. And so you're no longer standing right there. You're about 10 feet off.
Are there brains on Janice?
Yes, a lot. And that is
Dude, Janice has
that just started your turn. So you use half your movement speed to get up. What do? You still have a turn.
You can't get smelling wood.
I'm gonna attack someone.
Yeah, who do you attack? They're all in the sky.
Oh, they're all in the sky?
Yeah.
Throw Janice.
Wait, what's the range
Hey.
of my breath weapon?
Dude, rage again.
Is it
Rage
30?
again.
I think it might be a 30-foot long, 15-foot cone or 30-foot line.
Or you could rage again and get the
You have to check.
But what if it happens? Just say.
I mean, I could try it. You know, I'm gonna rage again.
Okay.
Like
So you get a
re-rage.
teleport.
I'll get something.
What are the chances of that? Is it like a 1 in 100 or?
Yeah, 1 in 8.
Oh, okay.
Or the weapon. Like,
7. Oh man. Dude, rage again. How many rages do you have?
That's a bonus action. Bonus action. You can't. What'd you
What?
get?
Yeah, how many more rages do you have? 2, right?
I have 2 more.
You got 2 more chances, baby.
What did you end up getting?
Flowers and vines temporarily grow around me. The ground within 15 feet is difficult terrain.
Okay. As these vines grow from around you, they actually envelop the body. It's almost like they're coming out of him, out of the body that you just brought with you, and then they grapple around and bring him to the ground, leaving the area difficult terrain. And you were like, "That was not what I was hoping for."
You can throw Janice 60 feet, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the very first thing he ever did in this campaign. Oh God, it's a cat.
You look good.
breath.
Is there anything you want to do in your turn?
Sorry, yeah, I'm looking up the range for a breath weapon.
Okay.
I think it's like 40 feet. I don't know, something
It
weird.
might be a 15-foot cone or a 30-foot line. Is my guess.
Yeah, 15-foot cone. And
No.
they're how far in the air?
40.
Not 15 feet.
Hey, but Katre, you have a jumping speed. You have a jumping height too, Katre. Dude, you could like fucking like Space Jams, dude. Like you just jump into the air, and as you fucking jump, the flames just come soaring out of your mouth, dude.
That would be
you're
really cool.
Wait, that's possible?
yeah. Your jumping speed is based on your or your jumping height is based on your strength. I'm pretty sure too, dude.
Wait, so would it even be possible if I jumped and then used my breath weapon, Ethan?
Yes.
Like
What?
It's a baby dragon.
Well, now I have to
So-
try it.
Yeah.
As a high jump. If you move at least 10 feet immediately before you jump, you can jump a number of feet into the air equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. What would that be?
4 plus 4.
So you have 7. So you can have a 7-foot high jump. These guys are 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, it'll work, dude.
Yeah, that would just hit.
So,
Yo, what the fuck?
go ahead
Yo.
and roll damage.
Oh.
The vulture fails.
Yo, this will be so. Yeah, dude. Dude,
So-
aren't you glad I have the weirdest fucking thoughts in my head? What if he jumped in the air, dude? What if he fucking?
You know, your weird thoughts are a blessing and a curse sometimes.
I'm reining them in
I'm
more.
either super confused by what it is I just said, or just heard, or I'm like, well, damn it, you got me there.
But I'm reining them in so they're more controlled. They're less
I do have to say, you've outsmarted me today, and so you can take that as a victory. I'm not letting you gloat in it after that. Let you be known. But I do feel a little bit outsmarted today.
I got 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick question. I just want to make sure that we're both on the same page. How do you want to do that? I've never had this happen before, and so I'm not about to claim your victory.
Yo.
Well,
I
to be specific, you killed the vulture, not the rider.
You're a baby.
The vulture, not the rider.
Yo.
Okay. Well, since I have the flowers and vines around me, I want them to like kind of like be like with me while I go up.
Okay.
So like I'm kind of breaking branches when I go up, and like Ragnar's gonna just like look straight up and fucking flame breath.
Yo.
Side to side.
Dude, that'd be so cool if someone was good at animating and they made like animated shorts of these like epic fights that like the like the super cool ones that we get into and whatnot.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope, not gonna lie. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna disconnect the battle cam. Everything's gonna look weird for just a second. Alright, it should be currently looking weird. Everything now no longer should be looking weird, except for that everyone's positioning is now in a weird angle, and I still can't turn on the camera. Damn it, what a waste. Alright, no problem. We'll keep doing what we're doing. It was a test. You guys passed. It's all good. It was a test. Okay, so as you're lifted up into the air, you go ahead and unleash this burst of flame from your mouth, and it scorches the underbelly of the vulture. The vulture is going to start careening off course, taking its rider down with it. It's going to start spiraling over the edge, and it's a smoke trail of flame with a scream, like this scream that's like, it's dying as it goes further down.
Dude, what a sick fucking way to kill it. Like, what a fucking... Dude, I'm like literally Space Jam's going in for the dunk on the fucking hoop, dude. Just slow motion.
Ragnar, because of that, here's my little hurrah for you. I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. You do not get danger sense because you do not see it coming.
Oh no, dude. He's punishing you. I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna take fall damage. I'm sorry.
I got a 12.
A 12, that is a failure. You do not have enough time to react as a massive griffin is also careening in your direction. And Maraska is able to angle it at you, so you actually get caught by Deathclaw and pinned underneath him.
Wait, Deathclaw's dying though, right? Deathclaw's falling down.
Deathclaw is dead.
Dude, alright, Ethan, you're really pulling out the big brains on us right now, dude. Come on, dude.
Now,
dude.
As Deathclaw crashes into you, you both kind of go like sliding just a little bit. So when I say that, I mean you're about 10 feet off from where you originally were, and the dust settles and the smoke kind of clears, and Deathclaw is on your torso. Janice is to your right. You could reach out and grab her. So instinctually you do, right? And as you reach out, a boot steps onto your wrist. A ragged breath. A blade pointed. Why the music stop? I was in a cool moment. Hey.
Bring it back.
Hey.
Please, well.
Oh no. We're gonna disconnect real quick. Reconnect. Uh-oh. I didn't actually press mute, did I? Alexa. There we go.
Now connected to Ethan's MacBook Air.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Okay, so for some reason now that's shut off. This is awesome. This is great.
Katria, have you seen My Hero? Do you know when Hawks gets scorched by the flames and his wings are just tiny little nubs, dude? That's what I imagine you just did to that vulture. He just got tiny little nubbed wings, dude.
Oh, there we go. Cool. So you feel a boot on your wrist, and not a blade, a lance at your that's starting to kind of come from around that side of Deathclaw. In this ragged, you look up and over and see Thurl Moroska, who rips his helmet off, blood smeared across the side of his face, throws the helmet onto the ground and just you takes the lance and is going to attempt to impale it into your side to kind of stake you to the ground.
You can, dude.
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
Nope, doesn't hit.
And you take 15 points of piercing damage that you have to 8.
About 8 damage, really? About 8 damage.
Yes. This is slow.
And so as he impales you to the ground with his night lance, you roar out in pain, howl as it kind of goes in through your abdomen. Not that howl.
That's what your roar
Ragnar. He goes to the clasp warhammer on the side of his mount. 10 years. 10 fucking years. He lets it go. He picks up Janice.
Oh.
And he's going to swing it at you.
What?
This fucking big.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That, my friend, is a natural 20.
What? He crit you
No.
with Janice, dude? He crit your ass with Janice, dude.
You're right.
He gets
Dude.
I thought it looked
Damn. So, okay, he rolled a 2. He great weapon fighting. Re-rolled that 2, rolled a 6. He rolled a second 6 and then a third 6. So I'm on 18 right now. Followed by a 3. So we're at 21 points of damage plus his strength, which is a plus 4. So you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh.
from Janice. Which you have because you're raging, so you do only take 13.
I can't be too bad because I know Janice is that good.
And he grabs the your weapon,
So
beloved, and goes, 10 years! And just slams it onto your chest. You feel bones break, like your sternum cracks. You don't feel it concave and like break into you, but you feel it break. You feel it crack, and the air in your lungs empties, and you're out of breath. You're winded in such a way that you're kind of gasping on your own blood. He then tosses it off to the side like it's trash, and then
What?
he grabs his weapon.
That's what. Sorry.
And that's gonna go ahead and be his turn. Nihilus,
So, can I run up to him?
you're currently still in like a little 1v1 with a guy.
Then I'll do this because I'll use feline or I'll use fancy footwork. I'm gonna attack the archer once,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna run to
Okay.
to Ragnar and attack that guy.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
And I don't. Can I hold off my sneak attack? Can I not use it on this guy,
Yeah, you can shoot.
or do I have
That's
to?
fine.
Okay, then I'm not going to use it on this
Okay.
guy.
That works with me.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Uh, 7 points of damage,
Okay, you kill him.
and then I'll
So
run up to.
you grab your short sword, by the way, you re-grab that, and then go 5, 10, 15, 20,
Thank God.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and you are right behind him. You
Okay,
just
then
run
I'll
up and you're
attack
right
him.
behind him with blade in hand.
Yeah, I'll attack him, and I can use my sneak on him, right?
You could go ahead and make an attack. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
Okay, a natural 20 that hits. Go and roll damage.
And I used Nightshade then, right? Since I picked her up.
Correct. Yeah.
No one shot at us since we've been up here, Nick.
We're big chillin'.
Big chillin'.
$19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. Okay. All right, and you run up right behind Thor Moroska, and you bury your short sword to the hilt into his back, and he buckles forward and screams out. And as you pull it out, he tries to do this back swing but misses. It's like, you bitch, and he kind of swings out, and he's bleeding now from his back pretty profusely. He's still standing though, and that's going to be your action, your free action, both your actions and your free action.
Yeah.
Is that going to be your turn?
I mean, there's really nothing else I can do.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Utar's up. Utar's going to go ahead and make some attacks. That's a hit. That is a hit. That is a miss. He's going to Divine Smite level 1 on the first one.
Yeah, we goes 2.
8 plus 6, 14 plus 4 is 18. And then the second one, Great Weapon Fighting, 6, 9, 13. That one's dead. Okay, and so he's killed all 3, and then goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Whoop, sorry. Vultures are up next. This vulture's careening off. This vulture's going to attempt to try and save the rider. The other vultures, honestly, are going to
Run away like
not in the sense that you think. From your height level, you can actually hear them. So you and Osla can hear as the 2 vulture riders that are closer to you, that are beneath you, go, "This battle's lost. We have to warn the prophetess. Kalinov must know." They look at each other, and one goes, "Ulrich, you go. Go to the eye. Let her know."
Which one was he? Which one is the one that is Ulrich? Which one was speaking to who?
The one on the unicorn. Well, you guys know, but I can't.
Did you say unicorn?
Well, I have a unicorn
That's what
miniature.
I heard.
I have a unicorn miniature. I don't have. You guys can't see the miniatures because the camera.
But
one of my vultures is a unicorn miniature. That's what I was trying to say. So that one is Ulrich. But you know, because you see it, that's fine. And they're going to head off in the direction of the tower. And they're going to go ahead and dash. And so they have 120 feet, and they make it to the tower.
I can't stop them.
Not no. Question mark? They land on the top of the spire, and then the riders dismount and rush down into the first level from the top.
Because it was technically the vulture's movement speed.
Correct. Pippin.
Hold your turn, Pippin. Hold your turn. I'll fly us over there. Don't you worry.
No, I want to do. What's the guy's name? The M.
Shoot who?
No. The guy that was on Deathclaw or Death Beat.
Maraska?
Maraska. I want to shoot Maraska. I want to make 2. I can make 2 attacks on him, right? See it right?
At disadvantage, yeah.
Disadvantage.
Or no, I canceled it out.
So it's just it's a flat roll.
Whatever you do it flat.
Okay. All right. 2 attacks. Here we go, baby. First one's a 26.
That hits.
Second one is a verify. Second one's a crit.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, first one's gonna be 12 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
Second one is gonna be 9 plus 11, plus 6 is 17. Plus 5 is 22 points of damage for the second attack.
Okay, so you see Maraska as he's doing this backswing, right? You just watched Nihilus shove a short sword to the hilt into his back and pulls it out and then like pushes back as this hammer comes flying. His body is kind of turned in your direction, but you obviously have a higher like point of view.
Yeah.
You strike one arrow, it goes flying. You watch because of the height difference, it sinks into his knee and it catches him right above the kneecap. And so it drops his body down and he lands on that knee. The second arrow goes flying. Where do you want that to land?
Oh, shoot. Collarbone.
Into the collarbone?
Yeah.
Okay. You know that nice little soft squishy part at the base of your neck, right above your collarbone?
Oh.
That arrow sinks right into it, almost down to the feathers. Because of the height, it gives it a little bit more gravity, almost down to the feathers. And so he looks up at you, Nihilus. 10 years, huh? 10 long years.
Just fucking.
He's like slowly falling, and he grabs onto the ground with his hand. He grabs the arrow and pulls it out, which you guys should know in medicine you do not do because now it's spraying. And as he does that, he grabs onto it. His eyes widen, his skin color goes white quick, and he falls onto the ground and he starts dragging himself as he's bleeding profusely from the neck.
Jesus.
He dies.
Give up already.
He dies within a matter of seconds.
Jesus Lord.
Bro, he just gave himself 3 death fails by pulling that fucking arrow out of him.
For real.
Oh, that poor guy. Alright, that's it for my turn.
That is actually it for.
That's it?
That is it for the combat.
Oh, so now we gotta go into that eye. Well, I guess we gotta search Maraska first.
Everyone gathers around the body of Thurl, Maraska. A trail of blood behind him. Kualu and Uktar run over to Deathclaw, this massive griffin, and start lifting, like, oh! And they're like trying to lift it off, and you can see Ragnarok is like he's impaled, so he can't really help. They stress to lift this thing, and it takes a little while, and they really exert themselves. Like Ragnarok, you could tell like they were really putting a lot of energy into this. And they do lift him up, and because they have to push him off of you. They can't just like lift him up and then let you crawl out. You're impaled into the ground. So they have to actually carry this dead beast off of you. And after a little bit, they're able to push him off of your legs. And he's he's still right next to you, but he's not on you anymore. When that happens, Kualu runs up to the lance. And Kayanala is going to go ahead and just start pumping in health. So she's going to do a 3rd level Cure Wounds. Dice. Should have brought them with me. 4, 1, 8. So 13 plus 5, you get 18 points of health back. And then Uktar is going to go ahead and rip the lance out. As he rips that lance out, blood starts to spray out profusely from your open wound in your stomach, and then he goes ahead and throws 40 hit points of Lay on Hands onto that wound, and it closes as quickly as it can. And they take the lance and they throw it off to the side.
Which got full health.
You are sore across the right side of your body, and also on the inside where it really hurts because Janus was used as a weapon against you. However, Kualu actually is the first one to reach an arm out and goes, I told you, the art of Upteo flew, and so today, no one died.
Ragnarok weakly laughs.
Okay, you give him a weak little laugh. He's got an arm out.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, not like a shitty laugh, but like he's trying. to laugh. But
Yeah, he's got an arm out though. You're like leaving him hanging. He's trying to pick you up.
I'll reach for his arm.
Okay, you clasp arms, and he goes ahead and slowly kind of starts lifting you up and getting you upright, and goes, "I dropped down 3 myself, but after that display, I am not so sure. One day, you must go to Jolt. The beasts that you will fight there, I think you can handle it."
It sounds kind of fun.
And then he like gives you a playful smack on your stomach, and you're like, "Oh!" Like you kind of wince a little, and he goes, "We are not of the Ilmatari, together as brothers, but we are brothers in arms today." And Uktar takes the moment and goes, "We all are. Every one of you fought bravely, heroically, impressively, and you all should be proud of yourself."
Am I flying down with Pippin at this point?
You can be if you want to.
I'd like to... Wait, can I stay in the air?
You could. You're 80 feet up so far with Pippin.
I'm gonna look at Pippin. Pippin is... Should we go after them?
I think we should tell the others that we saw him run into the tower. I mean, it's pretty obvious. We know the eye. There's an access to the eye within that tower there, but I assume that the fourth piece of the key that we're assembling is on Maraska's body. So if we get that, then we can just let ourselves in and go give them a welcome party.
I'm gonna start flying down, but as I'm doing that, I'm gonna say to Pippin, I'm just a little worried about the priestess they said they were going to inform. I'd prefer if we had the surprise on them. Is my only concern.
I mean, I don't remember being familiar with the layout of the eye, but I assume with how quickly they got away from us, any efforts we would make to catch them and stop them from informing would only get us caught or wrapped up in something.
You're probably right. And then I'm gonna finish flying down the rest of the way.
Okay. You finish flying down the rest of the way and land with the remainder of your companions. All of you who are now gathered around Thurl, Maraska, and Deathclaw.
I want to start searching his body immediately.
Okay, you immediately run over to Maraska, who currently has a +1 Warhammer on him, on his persons, and then also has a Ring of Bravery as well that you can undo, and then he does have the fourth part to that key.
I'm gonna skin his griffin.
When I find the
It's
fourth
a
part
nice
of
dead griffin.
it up, and I'm like, here it is. And then who has the other three? Who has the
Can
other
I
three?
skin it?
Can you skin it?
Yeah.
It'll take a while, but you can try.
I give Ragnarok the fourth piece.
If time is your concern, you won't have the time to do both. You can't be worried about the two getting back to their prophetess and skinning this beast.
That is fair.
But you could do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. And then what'd you do, Pippin? I'm sorry?
I gave the fourth piece of the key to Ragnarok, so he has the full key now.
Okay. Ragnarok, you put together a full key set. It is one interconnected key.
Like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, kind of like an intricate looking Rubik's Cube in which you can see each of the elements when they're fused together now give off a little bit of a bright glow in their respective colors. So the key fragment you just clicked on has this like turquoise or like kind of like a tealish or like a light green, like a sea green color for like wind. There's a deep blue for the Howling hatred, or not the Howling, the Crushing Wave, which was the first key piece you got back at Riverguard. There's a earthy brown that is for the Cult of the Black Earth that you found at the Sacred Stone Monastery, and then the Eternal Flame. So the last piece is like an orangey flame like red in color. And so it all has this bright little sheen on it as you connect them all, and you know that this key is now active and ready to go.
Do we need to worry about checking the other bodies? Well, once we get the key all put together, I want to turn to the other people that aren't directly in our party.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got this now. Are you guys coming with us into that eye?
I'm not sure there's much where else we could go, but I did practice some new magic before I came out here, and I was thinking maybe we could.
Sorry. The other people that aren't in the party.
Who?
Yeah, Gabe's friends.
Uthar and all that. What about him?
Yeah. Are they coming with us into the eye?
Into the eye, like right now?
Yeah.
They can attempt to. They can follow you if you're like, we want to keep going, moving forward.
Can I?
Uthar is probably going to be the one that will voice, so he'll step up and go, if I'm not sure what our battle prowess will look like moving into an unknown area. Your friend there is pretty wounded. I'm not sure how up and proficient you all are in terms of battle spells and energy and the like.
Are you talking about?
Yes, yeah, because Ragnak was like just recently impaled.
Yeah, but he's got full health now. God damn it!
Mentally not.
All right. You got me. Sorry, I was a little worked up. We should rest, gather our strength, and then attack when we're at 100.
And at least be able to attack in a way that you know will be effective.
However we do.
While they're talking, can I cast Speak with Dead
Okay.
onto that fucking their leader?
Yeah.
But before the spell's done finished, can I ask? Do we know of the priestess we heard them speaking of, Pippin, or do we know exactly of it? Any questions we'd like to ask? I'm about to commence a ritual to speak with his spirits. So, if you have any,
I assume she's just a priestess of who was the deity that they mentioned? That
Imix.
Not Yanti. What? Who was it?
Imix.
Imix.
Imix. Yeah, I assume it's just a priestess of that Imix person.
Yeah.
If not the grand communer, priestess, whatever.
So you guys do know that each of these cults function independently from the rest, and Vanifer seemed to be the prophetess of the cult of the Eternal Flame, which was the fire worshippers. They were the ones that spoke of Imix, whereas the Howling Hatred, so the Feathergale Knights, they spoke of an entity known as Yansi Bin.
Yeah, so, but it's the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
It's the same person, though, right?
Well, same role.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh, so you're saying that this isn't the eye here in the tower, and so I don't understand. Is this tower connected to the eye, or they're running deeper into the tower to alert?
That's a good question. You don't know until you go further in.
We can always ask the dead guy, like where everything is, or what the prophetess name is, and stuff like that.
So that's what I tell Oscar. I say, well, they mentioned her. She seems to be the grand priest of this specific section of the cult. So either she's here, and this tower doesn't go deeper. It doesn't go to the eye, and it just goes deeper, or it just goes to the eye, and she's within the eye at the base of this tower. But we won't know until we go look. Unless you can extract that information from our fella here, but I don't think he's going to be very keen.
I agree. I will try, but there's no promise that he'll be truthful with us all, considering he remembers we did just kill him. But I will try my leverage where I can.
Me too. We're very nice about it. Hey, he wasn't nice either. I never liked you, just so it's clear. I kick him.
Well, I'm gonna finish casting the spell then.
Okay, so you cast Speak with Dead.
Yeah.
Okay, his body kind of rolls over, and the energy pumps into his corpse, and the eyes go green. This mouth has this like wispy green smoke that kind of comes with him, and his body kind of.
The second I see that, I want to grab his foot, and I want to say, now, if you don't answer our questions honestly, we'll bury you without shoes.
It's all right. I think there's something more that he might value. I'd appreciate it if you work with us. We don't seek to cause you any harm at this point. I mean, we plan to let you pass on after this. But if you do work with us, I will promise your griffin to have a proper, respectful burial. I guess he can't really respond, so I'm just gonna say that to him. And then, the first question that I have, fuck. What is on the other side of that? And I'm gonna point to like the eye thing that Nick was talking about, that Pippin was talking about.
Well,
The eye. Like, what was the fucking thing you were trying to get everyone to go through?
No. So the eye is where I assume they're planning on doing the big ritual to commune with the deity. What we're trying to decide is whether or not the base of the Feathergale Knights has an entryway.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Or if it's just like a basement of their own Feathergale base, and she's just fortified in the basement or something. We just don't know which one it is.
Okay, well, our first question I'll ask is, does IMIX go by any other names?
Yes.
What are they?
We know.
I do not know.
Fuck. Well, there goes 2 questions, guys. We've got 3 more.
The prophetess name.
No, we know.
What's her name?
That's irrelevant. We know it, but we don't. It doesn't matter that much. We're gonna just kill her anyway. The only thing we need.
The prophetess for the fire people was Vanifer. I feel like we should know their names.
Can we access the eye from this tower?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
We knew that.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we didn't, but we could assume as much. The other 2 places did.
I mean,
It would be unreasonable for them to not have it here, and if they didn't, then it would have been like, I don't know. But I asked 2 useless questions basically, fucking, so it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. So we can leave.
Does is IMIX a god?
We know this already.
No.
I do not know.
We don't know. We know that Vanifer and Eliza both spoke of IMIX as a god. This
No,
makes
but
me
Imix
think
is
that
like Imix is like an entity of sorts.
we just know that Vanifer. I don't know, but do the Feathergale Knights follow IMIX?
We would never stoop so low.
So there we go. IMIX was something that just the fucking fire people were following. So
yeah,
they probably
Ethan
have
said
different.
that earlier.
Did he?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the last question?
Wait.
That was the last question.
Yep, and his body just.
That's fine. It's fine.
Well,
Alright. Our plan is still to leave, right? To go rest, or
I think so.
we leave to Riverburn. We just like
do what? I think we should go further. We're just at the front gates here. We have barely gone in.
no? I
But
know.
Ragnak was severely injured.
Ragnarok is
We should
fine.
head back.
The healers tended to his wounds.
That was the point I made, but then Ragnar was like, well, it's deeper than just wounds, so I guess we have to go and rest for...
I think what Ethan was trying to do was just to not immediately get us to head right in there, and but I don't think Ethan's telling us to completely abandon this because like this is the next step to where we're supposed to be headed. Like I think he was just trying to make sure that we didn't immediately do it right then and there. So I'm gonna grab Ragnar on the shoulders, and I'm gonna say, Ragnar, I understand that mentally those battles might have gotten to you. But that doesn't...
Mentally, there's a hole in my chest.
Ragnar, is there a hole in his chest or did it get healed?
It got healed over, but he's still really sore from it. He was just impaled into the ground with a lance, like a jousting lance.
He walk it out.
Ragnar.
I say we should go into the tower, but if there is an entrance to the eye here, which it seems like there is, we wait before we go in.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even tell you guys that we, one of them in the whole scuffle got away, ran into the tower and said they were going to go alert everyone. So I think we're already long past the element of surprise, too. So we may as well be as prepared as we can possibly be to face the heaviest defenses we will face, rather than, walking into the hornet's nest, so to speak.
I agree, but my other concern is that if we don't act diligently, that it's not a matter of us not being prepared, but us not being quick enough, and that they manage to escape our grasp.
Well, they ain't exactly upstanding members of society. There's only so many places they can hide, and they seem to like secretive places like this. And again, there's only so many of those they can really relatively run to. But I think we give it one night, we get them. Maybe we even leave with the cover of night if everyone's rested enough, Ragnar included, and we get them.
You want to wait?
And just until Ragnar is ready.
We could swim.
I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Are we waiting for Ragnar to...
I assume if we short rest real quick, Ragnar should be fine to go.
Ragnar's already fine. We're just role playing. Like if Ragnar's the only reason, like, okay, Ragnar, you cannot go on. The barbarian who I've seen take out countless men. You're telling me that you choose to wait here and you need to rest. You were excited an hour ago for all the countless lives you were about to take, now you want to back down?
Well, okay, so, you guys role play.
I want to go in the tower.
Then let's go.
I'm worried about everyone else. Are your friends okay?
They're fine. Ilmater doesn't worry about themselves. Worshippers of Ilmater don't worry about themselves. We care about you. And everyone here is healed.
Uptar cuts you off for a second and goes, well, I can speak for myself and my companions more than you can. Well, you are true in that our principle is to be selfless, or not reckless. It depends on what dangers may lay before us. That will determine whether I'm comfortable walking straight into that tower.
I don't ask you to walk straight into that tower, but I think it'd be a fool for the fool. I don't ask you to do anything you don't want to do.
It seems you're asking your friends to do something they didn't want to do a second ago.
My friends and I have been on this adventure for quite a long time. Now, we might be brothers and sisters in practice and worship. I've not adventured with you for as long, and I don't expect you to join along for this next... For the whole thing. I appreciate your support here, but in no way do I expect it, or even ask of it of you. But I have different expectations for the other three here. Now, I believe that I could fly over and I could drop the drawbridge for us, and we could all get across. If it's not guarded.
do you want to go fly and take a look real quick while we collect and sort everything else and make sure we're good to go with whatever our decision is when you return?
I can. I would feel a little more comfortable if someone came along with me, just in case.
I have
And
a
I'm gonna
telescope.
Well, you got to fly, right? To see?
Yeah, but I'll like I can carry. I can fly, Pippin, but if I go there, I either or I'll. Do you want to come with me, Pippin? I don't want to go alone.
I had my fill of heights for the day, but I'll give you some company and I'll hop on his shoulders.
Wait. Before Pippin hops on, I'm gonna give you my telescope, just so that you can look for any extra like anything.
Okay, I'm gonna hand it to. Wait, you handed it to Pippin or me?
Yeah, to
Pippin. Okay. And I'm gonna take off towards the tower, or towards the gate, the drawbridge. Sorry.
Okay, you rush over to the drawbridge and get the drawbridge rolled down and released.
No one was over there?
No.
Is there anyone around?
Oh.
They're preparing defenses. That's why I wanted to act quickly. I think if we wait any longer, there'll be too strong of an army.
So what do you guys do? You guys lower the drawbridge.
I'm gonna lower the drawbridge and I'm gonna kind of wave everyone over if they're super far. Like, it's like, come on, fucking. Do you guys come over? You're already with me, Nick. I'm just waiting for Nick or Katray and Nihilus to say something.
Yeah, I know, but we said we were gonna go back once we were done looking.
Well, Ethan just said we opened the drawbridge, so I figured we could just call everyone over. There's no reason for us to really go back.
I mean, if everyone comes over,
just the two people that we asked to come over aren't saying anything.
Well, and the other three followers, I don't know. They're
wait out again. I'm confused. What we're doing? Are we just because the tower? We took the tower. What they're doing is they're warning the prophet so that we're coming to the eye, so we don't have to worry about the tower. So
that's what I was thinking too.
So you don't think there's any reason to go inside the tower? What are you trying to say?
No, I'm wondering what we're doing, because if we're going to the entrance to the eye, which there probably is one here, that would make sense why we're going in here. But there's also an entrance back in Riverguard that we know about.
Exactly.
But why would we go to Riverguard if we're on the pursuit of these people? Like,
that's our
Well, we got what we wanted. We got the key. I mean, yeah, they're bad. We killed their leader. So I mean, we can now unlock that door. We can unlock any door that had that required the 4-key sequence thing. But we can do it where we're safe. Like, they're not going to follow us and attack us. Like, we dwindled their numbers.
I mean, we killed 5-6 people. I don't think
you killed a grand total. 8? No, you killed 10 with 11 because of Maraska.
I will offer my tactical 2 cents too. If we're talking about getting the most advantageous side to this whole thing, if we really do know, if we have the entrance in Riverguard or Redguard, whatever. They know that we're here right now. We already killed the Feathergale Knights. They would anticipate that this would be the entrance we use. But if we pull back and we use a different entrance, then they may not know which one we're going to be using or which way we're coming from. Now, again, I don't know how the eye's laid out. I don't know how it works. If it all just teleports in the same spot when you enter, but it's worth a thought.
I mean, either or, it seems kind of silly to take out the Feathergale Knights and then to not go inside of the tower that they reside in. Regardless of whether we're going through the portal or not, I don't know why we're not going. Like,
no,
so it's like if urgency is our concern, then I don't know why we're more urgent about flying somewhere else to go there because we just want to get healed. If urgency isn't the concern, and our concern is the fucking I don't know. It just it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, urgency is a concern, but I'm also worried about safety, which
Me too.
we don't know what we're getting into if we go into the eye.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
I'm not trying to. I mean, like that's obviously my next step, but that's not where we're at. Like we're not standing in front of the eye. Like we don't even like we know that there's an eye in here because the dude told us. But like we're not I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'm not trying to like. I'm not saying I'm going in there just to do this, but I'm just trying to get us moving, get us in there, rather than us just like sitting there and being like, all right, well, like.
okay, no, that's fair.
Like I'm getting resistance from everyone.
No, I would genuinely wanted to know like the reason for wanting to go to the tower.
I
Really looking for the entrance.
at the simplest level because dungeon crawl. We beat the enemy. Let's go inside their dungeon. That's as it's not. It wasn't. I was just trying to get like that was the next step in my head. I was just trying to get us moving.
I'm down to check out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, since the drawbridge got dropped, I'll be.
Okay. You guys head into the Feathergale Spire, a place not, several days ago that you had spent in the camaraderie of the Knights of Feathergale Spire.
Nice.
You arrive into a hall, or into like a circular hall space, like the feasting hall, and the fireplace is very active, with several things having been thrown into it. They're smoldering, they're on fire, burning.
Ooh. Is there anything salvageable?
Grab it all. Put the fire out.
You don't have time to look. If you want to try to salvage, you got to pull out.
Can I just grab something?
Yeah,
grab it
go
all.
ahead and make an athletics check.
As much as I can grab. Pull it all out for him. Oh, I did not do well.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I got a 4.
Okay. You aren't able to grab anything, and then you take 10 points of fire damage. Pippin, you take 10 points of fire damage from handling flaming wood.
Ah, shit,
Yeah, you're trying to grab stuff and it's not working.
I got a 10.
A 10. You're able to pull out all the logs and just scatter them amongst the floor. You take 10 points of fire damage that you have to 5.
Is that everything that was thrown in there? Is there anything else in the fire?
No, so basically everything that was in the fire starts getting thrown out with it. The majority of it already seems to have been burnt contents, a lot of letters, writings, postage, like things, things that burn easy. There's one that's actually sealed in a tube that is melting, but Ragnar goes and opens up the tube and pulls out a small handwritten note. And so
there is a note.
Yeah.
Do I need to mend it?
No. So Ragnar, you grab the note and do you attempt to read it?
Yeah.
What takes quite a while for Ragnar to read reads as such. It reads, Maraska, we are pleased to hear about the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth Cult, and we praise you for the capture of one of their prisoners. This noble woman from Waterdeep has an interesting tale to tell. We shall enjoy interrogating her further within the Howling Caves. Keep a close watch on the Sacred Stone Monastery. I want to know what our enemy is planning next. We must be the first. We must not fail. Your beloved queen, Erisi Kalanoth.
Yeah, we've heard that name. Erisi.
Erisi Kalanoth.
Kalanoth. That's the Grand Wizard. She has the pointiest head. Whoa.
And as you guys are kind of looking at those contents and reading it, out one of the windows, you see off into the distance, to the far east, like a split, like a canyon in the massive canyon. 2 vultures flying into the canyon.
How far?
Presumably Quite a ways.
Yeah. Telescope. I use a telescope.
Okay, you pull out a telescope, and you see off into the distance the two vulture riders actually land on a small perch and dismount at the kind of like a little bit into that canyon, enough that's visible for you, where there's a door, and on that door they push a series of glyphs, and it slides open, and they're able to walk right through before it shuts on them. The image that is visible after they're not in front of it anymore is one of a central stone that looks like an eye, surrounded by a series of symbols.
Can I want to hand the telescope to Oslek, and I want to point him in that way and say, look over there. I just saw two vulture riders walk into the wall over where that rock is, and then I want to start sketching the rock in my notebook as best as I can to my character.
What do I see?
You see just the door.
Well, I'm not quite sure if there's anything I can do yet, but now I'm kind of on board with us taking a night's rest here, and I can look at my spells, and maybe I can find something to crack us through that.
Yeah, well, speaking of spells, and I'll take that ring that I have, and I take it off and I give it to Oslek, and I say, well, do what you will with this too. I didn't seem to need to use it at all, and I don't really care about it anymore. So you take that. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go tell the rest of the people about that door we just found, because that glyph puzzle.
Would you like this helmet here?
No. No, that thing's like the size of me. You hold on to it. I'll be okay.
I'm gonna communicate. I'm gonna probe into Nick's brain or Pippin's brain. I'm gonna say, thank you. That's it.
So I forget how that works. Do I just hear
Telepathic.
that?
You can speak back in your head.
Wait. Do I hear that in Oslek's voice?
Yes.
Yeah, but in your head.
Okay.
You don't have to say anything.
I know you do this, right?
Yeah.
With the helmet, I can do it. Yeah.
No. I just in my head back. I go, you're welcome. Well, guys, I got to tell you about this glyph door I saw. And I tell everyone else about it.
Okay.
Are there any other rooms to check?
I mean, yeah, you check out the rooms, and it's all just like storage rooms, and the quarters. They have a stable at the bottom of the hold spire.
Now, can I start moving like books and bookshelves around, look for secret doors and
You
stuff?
don't have any bookshelves, but you guys can spend a little bit of time and find no secret shelves, no secret doors, no hidden spaces in this tower.
No, there's no
Do
basement.
they have any tomes?
You aren't able to find any of the tomes. Yeah.
Okay.
Good question.
All right. Well, if this tower is empty, Pippin doesn't have a home, so Pippin has a home now.
That cliff that you pointed out, Nick. Is it on our side of the cliff of the ravine?
No,
it's
it's on the opposite side. It's quite a bit.
Was it like a half mile away? More?
Between that, a half mile and a mile.
Okay. So yeah, so I mean, so we would need to fly or something to get over there, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Unless Oslek, you take us one by one.
I could. Pippin, would you like to go check it out with me before we send everyone else over there, or just to see what's going on?
Oh no! Secret doors like that, they definitely. We go through that door. There's a whole army of fellers back there. I know it. Plus,
all right, well,
and I don't know. You probably do, but again, it'd be you and then me as the fighting force against whoever's back there.
Well, if I'm not back in 30 minutes, I'm either dead or kidnapped, and then I'll take off towards the fucking.
Wait!
I wait. I wait.
Take the key at least. Right?
I'm not going in anyway. I don't need a key. I just want to scope it out and see if there's anything I can do, or maybe I can discover that there's a keyhole there, but I'm not going to put the key in.
But what if it's like hidden unless you have the key? I'll give it to you just in case.
Oh, I think this is a bad idea. What if I get kidnapped down there and then we lose the key?
Then don't get kidnapped.
All right, fine. Give me the key. The venture is in my hands.
Writes on notebook. Kidnap bird.
No.
Okay, so you fly over.
Yeah, I'll fly over.
Okay, you fly over. It takes a little while, but once you land, it's just an empty patch right in the canyons, kind of hidden by the shadow from the canyon overhang. There's a door that looks very similar to the same door that's in Riverguard. And you kind of draw the connection that because Feathergale Spire is attached to a lone solid rock formation that shoots straight up, that it probably doesn't have a door that leads down in the tower. So this seems to be the closest door that they have. And it has a key lock on it. But,
a key? Oh, I see.
Yeah, like it has a key lock. It's a very intricate one.
And it's just the same there's nothing else. There's no there's not like a box with a note next to the door or anything,
No,
like.
No. No, you're pretty confident that this would be the way to go if you wanted to head in the direction of the eye.
All right, I'll fly back.
Okay, you fly back, and after a little while, you're able to make it back. Everyone's outside the Feathergale Spire, and Oslick lands.
Yeah.
That is definitely the door to the eye, to go further into the eye.
Nice.
It seems like a pretty inconvenient spot to be placed at, but after hearing that all of these different groups kind of worship a different person, I don't think they all lead to the same place. And I think it might suit us better to go through the Feathergale Knights, considering they're the only active group here left. I think it might be best for us to choose their door. But maybe I'm wrong.
Ultimately, I'm down with whatever the party wants to do. I mean, whatever we can vote on it if we need to. I mean, do we have any evidence to go one way or the other about whether it matters what door we use? Because do we
don't
need
know
to
anything.
Do we need to go back to Riverguard? Yeah, Riverguard, right? Because
you really don't have a whole lot to go off of, other than the fact that a noble woman from Waterdeep, which is a part of the delegation, which you can assume to be specifically, you could assume that to be Desena Norvale, one of the important delegates that you guys have to look for. Seems to have been kidnapped and brought to a place known as the Howling Caves. Now, wherever that is, you have no clue. So you really have no information to go off of other than that the air cult, the cult of the Howling Hatred, has one of the delegates. And you're still missing Teresial and Rundorth.
God damn it.
My only thought is, since none of the groups were working together, that the doors probably don't lead the same place, and if we're still pursuing the Feathergale Knights and the person that they kidnapped, it would make sense to go through their door.
Yeah, but then that means that we should. But then that means that we should go back and check all the other doors we can find too, right? Or do we check all the other ones already?
I mean, you have the key. You can do what you want.
I mean, well, we need to do this one first. I'm just saying, it's just a thought now.
I mean, you don't have to do anything first. You can choose. This is going to be a little bit more sandboxy. You can choose whichever one you want to do.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you no.
Do you all think that maybe not iMix, but for example, iMix is maybe just a facade for there's a different iMix for every single one of them, and they're all worshipping the same priestess?
Yeah, that's kind of seemed to have been the trend here, where they're all kind of serving the same cause, just they do it through different means. But
why would she have them all against each other?
She probably
Utar's going to chime in here. If the cults are based off of the different elements, then it's a strong chance that you are dealing with individual entities. They might not be gods. They could be beings trapped, beings connected to the elemental planes, even, that are offering gifts of power, but because they're at nature, they're combative with each other by their nature, they seem to be combative as a result.
Reminds me of my family. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's fair. Well, if it's not gods, though, then that means this problem's a lot more solvable.
Yes, but also a lot more, what's the word? Sinister.
Yeah. Damn you for being right. All right. Well, I vote we just do this one. We're here already. I say we go and do that door first and get that done and out the way, and then we can double back where we need to go if we feel like we should go back. Is everyone on board? Anyone against? Anyone opposed?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said we should go through the door that's here since we're here already, and then we can go double back for other doors if we need to, if we feel like we should.
Sounds good to me.
I don't care. Ragnar, you gotta start caring about more, boy.
Whatever gets us down.
You solid boy.
Well, I'm gonna go find some alcohol that they have here, and I'm gonna drink myself until I pass out.
Sorry, you're a wheat boy.
You're just gonna go scavenge the fucking people we just killed's liquor room, dude, just so you can fucking chase the pain away, dude.
Hey,
That's all we want.
they done it to us. They would have done it to us.
So what are you guys specifically going to go do? Are you going to the door, or are you heading back to River Art?
But getting to the door is gonna be a process.
Right.
Yeah. But the other thing too is we need to figure out, like, so the other three followers of, I always forget his name. Who's the suffering god? Gabe's god. Mater. The other three followers of Bill Mater mentioned Ragnar resting. Is that something, like, were you just mentioning that for, like, just role play, just flavor, or like should we really take a short or long rest? Because my other concern too is, like, mechanically, like, does everyone have spell slots and all of their
You guys aren't at full, so you guys put yourselves just a little bit of a disadvantage in case there are things that you may face.
Yeah.
I would argue that it is an incredibly wise decision to rest and tackle each location at full.
Yeah. Plus we get full, because I'm still sitting like at like 20 less health than full health, and I have 2 spell slots burned.
I see. See, I only have 1 spell slot burned, and I've assumed that everyone was full HP. So I don't really care. I just, looking at it, I was like, we need to go after him. But that's fucking. But it doesn't really matter.
No, I trust me. If it was like like if there was a time, like if it really was like, yo, time is not of the essence, or time is of the essence, then yeah, I'd be down to push this. But I think
well, it's just hard to gauge because you don't know that time is of the essence until it's already of the essence and you're facing the consequences for it, So like, that's just what makes it difficult for me.
Right. That's fair.
Okay. So do we want to agree to rest, and then we wake up, go do the door, and then depending on how that goes, we can go to where we can go from there, depending on what happens behind that door.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's going to be that long. It can't be that big.
Would anyone like to stay in my hut?
I've actually got my own little hut now, and then you see as I take rope and I throw it up into the sky, and a big door opens up above me.
Oh, I cast
And
a rope trick.
Little Pippin just starts climbing his rope.
Oh, I'm sure to be very comfy in there, Pippin. And then I'm gonna cast Leoman's tiny hut.
No, you should come put your hut inside of my door.
No. I'm gonna be a safe distance away from Nick's fucking pocket dimension, and then I'm gonna cast
You don't want
Leoman's
to
tiny
pocket
hut.
dimensions on each other? That's stupid. Come on.
You
Give me
put your
something.
hut inside
What,
of
you want
my.
to PPK instantly?
Actually, better yet, I'm gonna cast Leoman's tiny hut outside of range of all of my friends, so they can't enter. And I'm the only person that gets to be in Leoman's tiny hut. And I get 5-star hotel service while you guys are sleeping in the Feathergale Knights fucking
Well, Ragnar's
No,
gonna
hey.
scrape some hay together.
Dude, I got space for everybody in my
I'm not
little
fucking
What's wrong with the rope?
Dude,
You can slide down it like a fireman. Come on.
Alright, you're convinced.
Okay, so what's the next move?
Long
Okay.
rest.
You're gonna long
So,
rest, and you're gonna long rest here, just outside the tower.
no, we can do it in the tower.
Okay.
It's Pippin's new home, dude. And that I want paper, Ethan. I want papers for that.
For what?
For Pippin owning this tower now.
What papers do you want? There's no deed.
I need something that's like in case the country, the king or whatever, it's like, hey, how did you get this?
There's
Like,
there's
I
no
don't-
deed. There's no deed to the castle. You'll say I took it by force. You'll say I
If
took
we
it like
should-
you say I took it like you would have taken it by force.
If somebody tries to steal Pippin's tower, I'm gonna be very upset that he has no legal stand on.
Yeah, no legal aid. There's no law system that's like that developed for property rights, other than like, hey, you broke into my house, I'd kill you.
That's the next
Okay, so you guys go ahead and prepare to take a long rest.
D&D.
And that is where we'll pick up next week.
Can we take shifts?
You don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to. You're fine. Yeah, but that's where we'll go ahead and pick up next week. So,
Wait, you said level up?
yeah.
Hey, level
Yeah,
9.
level up. So you guys should be what, level 7?
I'm
level 10?
Oh,
Let's go.
double digits.
Level 10, baby.
If you're a level 10, we're basically almost done with the campaign, bruh.
Graduated.
Oh, yeah, we're not.
Level 7? Level
Level
7 sounds good.
7.
All right. So, for everyone else that's watching, thank you guys for another episode. We're so grateful to have you. We hope you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll see you in the following weeks as we continue our 5th edition adventure through Princes of the Apocalypse. Stay safe, tell someone you love them, and we will see you soon.
Let us know what you think.
Have a good night.